Hi, friends.
Hi, friends.
Welcome to Caroline and Rashi. I am so proud of our Rashi Vance today.
Oh, stop it.
She was the star of the Star of Hope fashion show. You did a beautiful job emceeing this morning.
Thank you. I was nervous because,
Were you?
Well, because I've never done it at that.
This particular, you've emceed a lot of things.
I have, yes, and I have had the honor to walk down the ramp, and so this time it was, I didn't even put my
Runway.
down the runway, folks.
Yeah.
So I did it with KHOU 11's Len Cannon. He's awesome. I grew up watching him. I said that I was like, not to make you sound old, but I grew up kind of watching him.
Yeah, that's awesome.
He was on Dateline, I think.
That's crazy that you grew up watching him because he looks so young.
Yeah. Well, he has like a 18-year-old daughter, I think, or something.
Wow.
Anyway,
Awesome.
but it was so nice, and y'all, we'll show you pictures in just a second. But Caroline looked amazing. I tried really hard not to be super partial to her, but I had to give her a hug on the runway.
I know. When they announced our show, Caroline and Rashi, I loved that.
Yes.
There was some ad-libbing that took me off
Ooh,
guard.
there's us.
Yes, Rashi.
There we
Oh my
are.
gosh. Rashi Vance wearing a light green floral ankle-length dress.
And there is the amazing Melissa Wilson with
Yes.
Caroline Collins giving just these vintage, amazing Miss USA vibes.
I love that.
I felt like I was trying out to be a host for Home and Garden TV. But look at this, how amazing you look. Like, you need to wear that to the Kentucky Derby.
That's what I felt like, Kentucky Derby or a pinup kind of, I think with a Kentucky. Oh, there you are. You were dancing and having fun.
Yes.
This is like a blooper shot, but I had to include it because
I love it.
I don't have a picture of you on stage, and I wish I did. But this was so fun. Chloe Dow is the designer of all the looks today that went into this event that raises money for the Star of Hope mission.
Yes, and there she is, Chloe.
There she is.
And she was on Project Runway, and she's just really a very talented designer because she knows everything. I mean, she can make her own dress.
Oh, this was the formal look.
A moment of silence.
This was the formal look.
What is happening?
I know. I'm going to put this on Instagram.
This needs to be the first picture on your Instagram.
Okay, I will.
Can you do it? No. One post by itself.
Okay. Well, yeah, give it its moment. That's Melissa's evening look too, the pantsuit, and then that's the back of the dress. So basically it's like this tulle thing, and it has this cream short like dress underneath it, and then the belt. Chloe Dow, this wasn't the belt that I tried on. She brought it today and was like, "This is the belt you're wearing with the big flower on it." So I thought that was a great touch. I really liked it.
I barely got to see her in it, but I was like, you look phenomenal, and
it was a fun one. I always go into, so we have to go to fittings at Chloe Dow at the market in the Heights. Is that what it's called?
Yes.
And she has a whole store there. And I think, personally, that Chloe Dow is so cool because my cousin was on Project Runway season 8 and the All-Star season. So I just love the whole Project Runway, and it was so cool when my cousin was on it. 'Cause I was in high school and then a freshman in college, and that was when that show was really, really big and on TV,
Right.
So everyone would get together and we would all watch it, and Kenley made it to the finals in both seasons.
Wow.
My cousin, Kenley Collins, yeah. And she sounds a lot like me.
Oh, really?
If you think I'm loud and have an outgoing personality, she's about times 100. So anyway, for me, it's cool to be able to have somebody that was on Project Runway here in Houston and then see their work. And it's just I just love that because I know how hard it is to get on the show and everything they have to go through. So anyway, you can actually go and see those designs at her store, which is super cool. But anyway, I always walk into our fitting because I've only done this twice. Rashi's done the show for many years now.
Yes.
But I always walk into fashion show fittings being I want to be the most dramatic on stage.
Well, because it's your opportunity to, right? You want to wear something totally different.
Good point. I want to wear something that I wouldn't necessarily buy, or I don't want to wear something that I would wear maybe on the news. Just something different.
Yes,
and those two looks were very different for me. So I had fun with it.
No, that's great. And I have been so, I would say I don't know the right word, but I love the Star of Hope so much because this wire is all over the place. Sorry. But because their mission is basically giving the homeless hope. And there's so many people who are homeless because the face of homelessness is different for different people. So there could be someone who's homeless in their G-Wagon. It's crazy. That's an actual thing. There's a mom with 2 kids that you might not think is homeless, but they are. There are people that I have interviewed for other stories that are, they live in a very nice neighborhood and everything. I tell them about the Star of Hope, and they tell me, when they were growing up, they were homeless.
Yeah.
And it's providing that hope. I don't know if you've ever seen some of their facilities, but they're like amazing apartments. Like, you don't feel like you're less than. Yeah. And these children, they deserve an opportunity, and there's daycares, and they have a toy store for them. And it's just really, they're teaching these women and men skills to go out and be on their own and be okay being on their own. I've also referred people to them, and they've been residents of the Star of Hope. So I think that what they do really is so amazing, and they're so different because they really provide the whole gamut there.
That's amazing. And they're so nice, the whole organization.
Yes,
I love when we get to talk to them. And the event was at River Oaks Country Club. And if you're looking for a nice, fun Friday girls thing to give back to a charity, this is it. Like, it really is. It would be like a way to give back, but also have a whole lot of fun. The audience was like a fashion show. These women get all dressed up and have a beautiful lunch. Yeah.
Yes. And it's also, we're competitors on air in terms of other stations and everything, but when we all get together, just, we all can relate. And I think maybe if you're in business, or people who you might be competitors with, or think some kind of way about, but then when you're together and it depends on your environment, you're like, wow.
It's nice to put a personality to the face that we see, because in news stations all across the country, you play on each different TV in your newsroom or in your office, the competitor station. So it's like, I'm always seeing these people on TV. So it's so fun to be able, and I met them last year, and then to be able to see them again this year and just kind of catch up and put a personality to the face that you see on TV every day is so wonderful. So it was so much fun. We all like stand in line while you're emceeing, and we're like backstage all just catching up and talking, and it's funny because it's always like so relatable, because we all do the same thing. You're either working night side or you're working morning side.
Yeah, morning side. We're dealing with the same situations too, with news and the constant deadlines, and just sort of how the industry is changing as well.
One of them was asking me, because they heard when I was announced my social media background, like my master's degree. So like, their daughter is about to go to college, so they're like, what is this, tell me about it. So just like fun things that you wouldn't like otherwise know about people, which is the one was like a finalist in Miss USA or whatever, and I was like, oh, that's so cool. Like,
yes, I remember.
So it's fun to even just like learn about other people who are in our industry, and obviously help the Star of Hope in a way, which is so cool. So you did such a good job.
Thank you so much. And I really do think that this media fashion show draws a lot of people to come. So I think that it's a collective effort.
Yeah,
so anyway,
totally.
We were involved with the fashion show this morning, and we are here at work, so excited to do this show. I was telling people, I was like, well, the Caroline Rashi show really sets the tone for my day, because
I'm a little stressed about sitting here right now, because I have a big story I gotta do.
What?
I have to do a package.
For what?
I don't know. I mean, I do know. I don't want to get into it right now because I don't know all the details. So I don't want to speak wrongly about the story that I have to go.
Okay.
So we might have to cut this show a little short.
I do what you just...
But no, it's crazy, because we came literally straight from the fashion show. It took literally 30 minutes to get my car. There was no parking there. I'm not complaining. I'm just telling you the reality of the day.
What time did you get there? Get back to work?
Well, I waited. So I walked in a couple minutes before you walked in. So
what?
Yeah. Wow. It took. Did you self-park?
No.
Oh yeah, the valet was so backed up.
The valet just came and gave me the keys because I was
not because you're the last one there. Okay, so valet at all these events. Now that I'm seeing, because now I've emceed and been a part of several events, the valet is chaos. So I was going to self-park. I wore my flat shoes to self-park, but then they were like, self-park's full, so you have to valet.
Oh.
Anyway, doesn't matter. So then I just freaking changed, like grabbed some food, ran in here, and then it's like we have to produce this show, then I have to do package, anchor the file. Like, it's like marathon. A lot of people think we just talk. It's like,
right. There's a
lot.
If
you only knew what even went into this show, which now we're like used to it, so we make it look easy. But
well, the other thing is when it's just us, we're telling you all the ins and outs, and you're like, what is happening here? But when it's us, it's very easy, because we're just like talking. We can talk about this dang plan. We need to talk about this.
Yes.
Okay, we'll talk about it after the break.
I have a section where this will be perfect for. So we'll take a break, come right back, and we'll get into this a little later.
Okay.
All right, welcome back. Planet Fitness is hiking the cost of its basic membership for the first time in 26 years. Starting this summer, it will now cost $15 a month for new members. That's for the basic plan. Members who joined at the previous $10 rate will continue to pay that until their current plan expires. Planet Fitness has not explained why it's raising this price on the classic plan, but higher interest rates and construction costs have slowed down new gym openings. First of all, just reading this story makes me realize how much frickin' money I spend on fitness. And I was once members at Planet Fitness, and it was great. It was great.
Right.
It's a great, I don't care if it's $10 or $15. It's like the best deal ever.
It's about the motivation, I think.
I lacked the motive. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I mean, when you're thinking I'm paying this, then I need to go.
Oh, yeah. No, 100%. But for me, I had to go more towards group fitness. Like today, I had to go work out at 7:35 a.m.
Oh, you got one in? I didn't get one in today.
I did. It was
for you.
I had to basically set my alarm. 7 a.m. is really early for me. Rashi gets up a lot earlier than I do. But for me, it was like, oh my gosh, like this is so early. Because normally I get up at 8 o'clock. That 1 hour is such a difference.
Lot, yes.
And I feel bad saying this.
No,
she gets up at 6 a.m. So I feel so bad.
6:45.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I kind of got up at your time. Yeah. I was like, I need to be able to pop up, brush my teeth, change, grab my water, and get out the door to make the 7:35 a.m. class.
Yes.
And so I set my alarm for 7. I got out of bed at 7:02, and I walked out the door at like 7:11.
Good for you.
Brushed my teeth. I had my water ready to go, and I made it to the class. I'm glad I did now. But
you feel good now.
I feel good now. But I would not have just gotten up and gone to the gym. I needed to pay for a class, know that I would get penalized and lose my money if I didn't go that early. Do you know what I mean?
Hold yourself accountable.
I know.
Yeah.
So
I get that.
Class girl. Anyway.
Okay, so I wanted to talk about this. Tight shot on me. So Caroline, every day you put on eyelashes, right? This is the first time in my life I have put eyelashes on and they have stayed.
Stop! They look so
Yes.
good.
Thank you.
You know what? It didn't dawn on me because I
I know,
noticed,
that's
but
why
then
I
was like,
kept, that's why I kept saying I have something to talk about. I don't want to tell you about it. I have something to talk about. You can keep zooming in. Yep.
It did register, but I forgot that you don't ever do that.
Ever. And
They look amazing.
When I got married, I had lashes on, but I took them off because
No
they were
way.
so heavy. Ooh, we're going real close on Rashi. Okay, so they were so heavy, but you can see these are actually made out of silk.
Ooh, are they doing better for you?
Yes, I don't feel like anything.
Yay!
So now I felt like Caroline would be proud of me
I
because
am so proud.
she's done TikToks on this. It was like, thank you.
And you did them yourself?
No.
Oh.
The Edward Sanchez, he was a makeup artist who put them on me, and at first I was like, no, eyelashes never really work on me because they feel too heavy. It feels like little weights on your eyelashes, but this one doesn't.
Those ones are light. Oh my God, I love them. They look amazing.
Thank you.
I love them.
Thank you.
It's so good.
Yes, I usually just put mascara. So he was telling me he's coming out, Edward Sanchez, with these lashes and this glue that will actually be on your skin and it'll stay up to 6 weeks. So that's kind of a game changer, right? Than those lash extensions.
Yeah, I would say so. I would wonder what the ingredients is going to be in that because I had a horrible reaction recently.
Oh, right, I remember.
Yeah, and honestly, I think I had a reaction, so I was like touching my eyes a lot and then got pink eye.
Oh my gosh, I remember that. That was
so bad.
Oh.
But yours look amazing.
Thank you.
You know, there are some brands that I could even show you that are much lighter, like House of Lashes. They're so light. They're not like heavy, you know?
Yeah.
Which you might like.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love them.
But she's such a pro. She's just like talking and doing it at the same time.
It's like for me, it's like might as well be putting lipstick on. Like
it's like second nature.
I'm so used to it now. But
So
I wore the big ones today, or bigger ones.
Some people wear way too big. You know what I'm talking about?
Well,
like
yeah, and that's. I think the glue that I used, and then a really big, fancy, like bougie, like very Instagram-worthy fake lash that I used, and I won't say the name because a lot of people like this brand. I think that gave me my reaction.
Do you want to say what it starts with?
No.
I mean, it could kind of benefit people.
But everyone likes these.
Oh, okay.
And
just be careful.
And I'm like the only one that had this like bad react. My eyelids are like swollen out my face.
Oh.
And then pink eye on top of it was a disaster. Anyway,
we'll be right back, friends.
All right, welcome back. This weekend is Mother's Day, and I have the honor of sitting right next to an amazing mama herself.
Thank you.
And you have your mom, and
Yes.
so this weekend is all about celebrating.
Yes.
And I think I have some. Yes, I do. So this is me and my mom and my sister recently at Disney, and I'm actually going to get to be with my mom this weekend, so I'm
that's
super
gonna
excited.
be so nice.
One of her favorite things to do is go out to brunch. So we're going to get to go to church and go out to brunch, and then I got a little something for her, so I'm very excited.
That's gonna be nice. That's
Yeah,
gonna be so
no,
good.
I'm super excited.
Oh
And this
my
is
God,
you,
stop
your
it.
mom, and your kids.
Yes. Oh, stop! I
Wait.
knew you were gonna put that in there.
I love how we both had Disney pics.
Yes. Oh my God! Look at that. Oh.
Look how little they are.
know.
This was
Oh
not
my
this
God.
year. This was I think the previous year. But they're
Oh
so
my
cute.
gosh, that is. I tell you,
So cute.
being a mom, I can't wait until you're a mom is the best.
Is it?
Thing.
Because I'm like, it sounds stressful. But
It is, but it's like.
I'm so thankful for my mom because now that I'm at age 30 and have perspective and can see how things really are and have friends who are moms, it
Yes.
makes me appreciate everything my mom did for me
I
even
wouldn't
more.
tell you anything when I keep it 100% real. And other moms will say the same thing. It's the hardest thing in the world, but it's the best thing in the world. And it's kind of, you know what it's like? It's like a good workout. It's hard. You're not going to be
I
like,
love that.
you're not going to be like,
You're not gonna be mad about it, yeah.
Yeah. But you're like, I couldn't live without him.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. But I hate it at the same
hate it
time.
at the same-
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
just
yeah.
not hate. I don't hate parenthood.
I know
just,
what you mean, yeah.
You know, I just hate some parts of it. Like,
yeah. This
like-
really tests me at
Yes.
the same time, probably.
right. Like a meltdown tantrum is equivalent to a burpee.
Yeah.
You know?
No, totally.
Kinda like
Wow.
that, yeah.
Wow. Well, happy Mother's Day.
Thank you. And I also want to give a shout out to our editor because she gave me these beautiful flower card thing and one of my favorite chocolate. It is my favorite chocolate. And she just was so sweet. And she said that in a card that I know we're not related, but I wanted to give this to you because you've been so caring and kind. And the reason I'm also sharing this is because I hope you can make someone's day by being caring and kind, and it doesn't take much, just a smile, how are you? And I think it just goes a long way because we never know what people are going through.
I know.
Yes.
That's so nice, but you deserve it because
thank
you
you.
are the best mom and the
Oh,
best daughter,
thank
too.
you.
You're so good
Thank
to your mom.
you.
So happy
Yes, I
Mother's
tried.
Day. And
Thank
happy
you.
Mother's Day if you are a mother watching or if you're grieving your mom. We are, keeping you in our thoughts and prayers. I know that has to be hard for my own mom because she doesn't have
Yes.
her mom. And so many other people,
They've
it
lost
can be a weird day.
grandparent or grandmothers or my husband unfortunately did.
I know it's even weird like now because I'm so thankful that I have my mom, but it's like we're always thinking about Nana, and it's like,
Yeah. I know.
it's weird.
I know.
Yeah.
But you still celebrate her. And you
Yeah,
live
totally.
on through
Yeah,
her,
exactly.
So,
even if
Yes.
you're a dog mom,
or a dad pulling double duty.
yeah, happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day.
All
Thanks
right,
so much for
friends.
watching. Bye,
Bye.
friends.